Thank you very much again for joining us. A warm welcome. Now, in what is a major shuffle of cabinet, Tunisian President Kais Saied has appointed his interior minister as the country's new prime minister. According to the presidential office, Hichem Mechichi was selected for the post after Elyes Fakhfakh resigned over an alleged conflict of interest because of his stake in a waste processing company that won government contracts worth 15 million euros. Mechichi, an independent who previously rose to power, serving as the president's aide, has 1 month to form his cabinet, which must be endorsed by a vote of confidence by a simple majority. However, if he fails to do so, the president would then have to dissolve the parliament and hold fresh elections. With us for more on this is now our correspondent in Tunis, Massinissa Benla-Kehal. Massinissa, good to have you with us this morning. Tell us, Hichem Mechichi is the new Tunisian Prime Minister. What do we need to know about this new Prime Minister?
He turned 46 years old early 2020 and was appointed to the office of the presidency in Carthage as advisor in charge of legal affairs, a position he will hold for about 10 days before being moved to the Interior Ministry. Prior to that, he was former chief of staff at the Ministries of Transport, Social Affairs and Health. He's an independent personality, certainly, in whom Tunisian President Kais Saied has confidence. On the other hand, it is clear that in appointing him to the post, the Tunisian president did not make a choice of reason, because this makes him a non-consensual candidate who does not have broad political support.
Now, Massinissa, Elyes Fakhfakh resigned just some weeks ago amid a case of conflicts of interest and the political quarrels with the first party in the assembly. That's talking about Ennahda. Now, is the fact that Hichem Mechichi, the fact that he is not linked to any party, can this play any major role in his favor?
During the 5 months he spent at the Ministry of the Interior, Mechichi claimed no political affiliation. But what should be seen in his appointment to this post is the lack of consideration that the Tunisian president shows for political parties as reliable players in the institutional life of the country, at a time when it is experiencing an increasingly polarized political landscape. He will also have to resist pressure from other parties, particularly the Islamist-inspired Ennahda party. It should be pointed out that the country has been evolving for several weeks in a tense political context, with a parliament where plenary sessions have not been held because of violent exchanges between two parliamentary blocs and a sit-in by another party calling for the departure of the Speaker of Parliament.
So let us talk about some of the challenges that await the new Prime Minister. What do you think is going to be facing in office?
He has until the 26th of August to form a new government. Things will not be easy for him because he must obtain the confidence of Parliament. A Parliament that risks being dissolved by the President of the Republic if a new government is not appointed and accepted. Among the other challenges ahead, it inherits an agonizing socio-economic situation with a large external debt, which is inevitably reflected in social conflicts that are being bogged down. The official unemployment rate exceeds 30% in some regions. He must also meet the expectations of today's desperate youth who are losing their bearings, with hundreds of them crossing the Mediterranean every week on makeshift boats to Italy. In addition, there's the Libyan conflict and its consequences on Tunisia, a border country.
So much for him to do, that appears, and as we know, Ennahda and the Allied forces have now opposed his appointment, but then it remains to be seen exactly how things will play out. He's got 1 month to do all of this and to get a vote of confidence. Benla-Kehal, I'd like to thank you very much for speaking with us this morning and sharing the latest from Tunis. Thank you. Africanews correspondent Massinissa Benla-Kehal speaking to us there from Tunis. If you are just joining us, you're watching The Morning Call right here with me, Jerry Fisaya Bambi. We have all the stories making headlines across the continent up next.